Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. We're in my kitchen because my son is doing first grade in the dining room. And you might be able to hear his teacher talking to him and his classmates. So I can't film at the dining room like I normally do, but I don't want to go all the way upstairs because sometimes he needs me and I need to be able to hear if he's stuck. So that's where we're at. This is our monthly Get Ready With Me. I do this in collab with Verity every month, and the whole point of this Get Ready With Me is to use some products that have been collecting dust in my drawers. Some of the products I'm going to be using today are in regular rotation, and I won't talk about those. I'll just kind of gloss over them. But I will talk about the products that I've pulled specifically for this Get Ready With Me. So this one's not anything new. It's in my graveyard project pan, and I'm trying to make as much progress on it before the finale since there's no way I'm going to finish it. I just need to use up as much of it as I can. I've been using this kind of as a primer. It is called the Clean and Clear Oil Absorbing Shine Control Mattifier. So I've been on a roll with project panning. I've been focusing on a certain eye look, and I've just been doing the same look every single day. And as hard as it is for me to shift gears today and to get off track from the look that I've been panning, it feels really good, and I'm really excited to be playing with this makeup today and to kind of talk to you guys about it, because a lot of this stuff has never been used even once, which is ridiculous. Next, I'm going to go in with my green color corrector around my nose. Still haven't hit pan. Should I move you guys in a little closer? There's a toy back there that I'm trying to get rid of, but I'm missing one piece, and it's going to stay there until I find the one missing piece, because I'm not going to get rid of a toy that's missing a piece. I'll go crazy. So that's why that's there. And this gate is here, not for my kids. My kids don't need baby gates anymore. This gate is here for the dog and the cat because they're not friends. We have to keep them separate. So the cat lives upstairs, the dog lives downstairs. It's not my ideal situation. It is what it is. So now I'm going in with my Yabby concealer under my eyes. This is in my Beauty A to Z project. I don't know if I can finish this off by the end of the month, or even by the next update, which is kind of like mid-month, but it's getting there. Sometimes I have to use a brush to get it out because it's hard to pick it up with my finger. But you guys know I love using my fingers to apply makeup. I hope my son's teacher isn't too distracting. I hope this gate isn't too distracting. I hope this toy behind me isn't too distracting. I have a meeting that starts in about an hour, so I'm really grateful that I can film this before my first meeting starts. How is your week going, you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a good week. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're having a good week or if something's going on. I have had an interesting week. I have discovered Miranda Sings this past week. Am I the last person on earth to discover Miranda Sings? Possibly. She's got like 10.9 million subscribers. My mind cannot wrap its head around 10.9 million subscribers. It's just mind-blowing. I'm combining these two foundations together today. This is my Max Factor foundation that is in my Finish 6 by Santa project, and this is my BB cream from Physicians Formula that was in my Labor of Love It. I mix the two together. They create a nice color combo. They create a nice finish. That's what I do. Yeah, so are all of you guys subscribed to Miranda Sings? Am I the only person who's not? In general, I would say that YouTube for me has strictly been about makeup. That's my only interest. That's what I like YouTube for. If I need to learn how to do something, I'll watch a YouTube video, but then I go right back to makeup. If I see like an old Saturday Night Live skit that I used to laugh at, I'll watch it. Sometimes something really weird will pop up in my feed, like the worst hurricane in history, you know, and I'll watch that video and then my feed will be flooded with videos about hurricanes. And I'll go like down the rabbit hole of watching every video that was ever made about hurricanes. That happens to me a lot. But yeah, I've never really gotten into other avenues of YouTube other than makeup. And recently, I think what happened was Hazel, my daughter, is a big fan of JoJo Siwa. And so Hazel was watching some JoJo Siwa videos, and all of a sudden, any video where JoJo Siwa and Miranda Singh collab together started popping up in my feed on YouTube. And I was like, oh, who's Miranda Sings? Yeah. So of course I wanted to watch a few of her videos because I'm like, why does this girl have 10.9 million followers? What is she doing to get 10.9 million subscribers? You know, what is this? I need to take a lesson and learn some pointers from this girl because she knows what she's doing. She's doing something right. She's friggin' hysterical. She's so funny. Ron loves her because she farts and burps and we laugh our butt off. Hazel loves her because she's friends with JoJo Siwa. But Hazel doesn't like her because she's mean to JoJo Siwa. I am just amazed by her success and like taking notes while watching her videos. Like, oh my gosh. I also pulled up her show on Netflix and started watching her. She had 2 seasons of a show called Haters Back Off on Netflix. You guys probably already know all this. I'm probably the last person on earth to know this, but yeah, I watched a couple of episodes of season 1. It's hysterical. It's so funny. How come you guys didn't tell me about Miranda Sings? What's up? Ron, go to art. Yep. Yeah, go to art. I love doing my makeup using my phone as a mirror. It's awesome. Who knows what I look like? Good Lord. Okay, my son's getting ready to go to art class online. You got it, buddy? Do you want to come inside? No, you just want to sit out there and bark at people? Oh, look. Well, hello. Are you trying to get some fame? Are you looking for YouTube fame? Is that what's going on down here? No? No YouTube fame? Looks like you're trying to steal the show. He's probably going to attack me. So while I'm like trying to find out everything I can about this Miranda Sings, I find out that she is, of course, actually Colleen Bollinger. Is that how you say it? I think that's how you say her name. And Colleen Bollinger has a channel as well that has like 9 million subscribers. And Colleen also has a vlog channel that has like 3 point something million subscribers. Like, my gosh, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing this YouTube thing all wrong. She's obviously very talented and very funny. I don't want to take anything away from her. I'm just a little jealous. She seems like a really good person. I don't know. I'm sure there's drama. I don't know the drama. I just discovered her this week. I also have a funny story to tell you guys. It's an old story, but I've been thinking about this story recently. I don't know what made this story, this memory pop into my head, but I realized that this is a crazy story that needs to be told. And I want it on record that this happened. Because I'm willing to bet that this has never happened to anyone else in the history of time. And I feel like probably everybody gets a story like that in their life, like one of those like crazy once in a lifetime stories. And this is mine. So let me tell you about my story. So I grew up on a nice quiet street in the suburbs of Chicago. And across the street from me was a girl named Wendy. And Wendy and I were the same age. We were in the same class. And we instantly became friends. I mean, she's just one of those wild spirits that makes life a little bit more exciting, to be honest. Like, she's just fun and exciting. She was daring. She was definitely a tomboy. And I don't think I was really girly, but I definitely wasn't as much of a tomboy as she was. And we hung out every day of our lives for years. And when we were in, was it junior high? Yeah, I think when we were in junior high, the high school was like about a half a mile away from our house. And so we would walk to and from school together. And one day we were walking home from school and this adorable black and white cat started following us. And we were like, oh my gosh, look at that, it's a cat. And we started talking about this cat that was following us. And in our neighborhood, we didn't have like a ton of stray cats. It was really weird to see a cat just wandering around the neighborhood. Like, the cat probably belonged to somebody and maybe had gotten out. But so if you're hearing a different voice now, he's in art class and it's his art teacher talking. But anyways, back to the story. By now, even though this cat probably belonged to a family, Wendy and I had already named the cat and we're fighting over like custody of this cat because we both wanted to keep it, even though we didn't ask our moms if we could keep a cat, and we both lived with dogs. So I don't know where we thought this was going, but on this walk home from school, we obviously had fallen in love with this cat, and it was our baby and we loved it to death. And every time we like turned another corner and walked another block, we were just like amazed. Like, he's still here. He's still with us. He's coming home with us, you know, because we kept waiting for him to turn around and go back home. But he never did. He just kept following us around. It was the coolest thing. And all of a sudden, Wendy and I are walking and we're talking, and the cat that's been behind us the entire time races out in front of us. And I was probably the one talking and I wasn't paying attention. And Wendy is watching the cat to see what the cat does. And all of a sudden she screams, "No!" And she goes up, taking off running. And me, kind of being slow to catch on to what's going on, starts looking ahead to figure out what's going on. And what happened was the cat had spotted a chipmunk up ahead. And Wendy could see that the cat was about to eat the chipmunk. And she ran right in between them. Both of them were standing right there, not moving. And she ran right in between them and slammed her foot down right in between the cat and the chipmunk, so the cat wouldn't eat the chipmunk. And the chipmunk ran up her leg, up her body, and hid right here on her neck, under her hair. Now, mind you, the years that we were in junior high were the early 90s. So her hair was crimped. She had crimped, puffy, blonde hair. And a chipmunk ran up her neck and was hiding from the cat that was about to eat this chipmunk. I dare any of you to tell me you've experienced this before, because I bet I'm the only one. I'm willing to bet that none of you have ever had a chipmunk run up. Look at that cat there. Oh my God. Stealing my fame. I'm willing to bet that none of you guys have ever had a chipmunk run up your body and hide on your neck. That has to be the only case that's ever happened. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all of you guys have a best friend that's done this. I don't know. I cannot believe it. So Wendy, being the cool kid that she is, doesn't freak out. She doesn't scream. She doesn't grab the chipmunk and throw it. She starts laughing. And she turns around and turns her back towards me. This is a little bit low down here. turns around and faces her back towards me, and she's laughing, and I could see her crimped blonde hair, and sticking out of her crimped blonde hair is the chipmunk's tail wiggling. I can't make this stuff up, you guys. It really happened. True story. So next I'm going to try a ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Blush in Birthday Suit. It's a satin finish. I don't think I've ever used this before. I don't even know if it's like, it doesn't look dried up. It's just a pretty neutral shade. Should probably have brought some kind of a brush to use this, but I didn't think of that. This is a little bit on the drier side, but it's still usable. There is like a smudge. Don't start, cat. So, within a minute's time, we all of a sudden decided it was our mission in life to save this chipmunk, and we hated the cat. We no longer loved the cat anymore. The cat was a killer, and we didn't want to associate with it at all. So the love has been completely lost for the cat, and we need the cat to go away. So we're trying to scare the cat off, and it is on her like glue. This cat is not going to leave us alone at this point because it knows the chipmunk is on her neck and he still wants it. So we only had about another block before we were home, and we were dying of laughter. Like we could not stop laughing at the chain of events. So when we got in front of our houses, her mom was home, but she couldn't walk in the door because she didn't want the chipmunk getting loose in her house. It was still nice weather, and the screen doors were open and the front door was open, and we're standing on her front porch, and she goes, Ma, can you come out here? And we are giggling and laughing, and her mom comes out and she's like, what's up? What's going on? And she's like, I think you should take a look at this. And she turns around, and there she is with that white blonde crimped hair and that chipmunk tail poking out and wiggling, and her mom's like, what is that? We're dying of laughter. Her mom had to grab her car keys and pry this chipmunk off her neck. Meanwhile, the cat is just sitting there waiting. There was a chipmunk hole right underneath the front of their house, and the chipmunk took off and ran into the hole and hid, and the cat never got it. I think that's a story that needs to be told on YouTube. But, you know, if that's happened to everybody and it's just like what happens when you're growing up, let me know. Maybe everybody's had a chipmunk up their neck. All right. I need a mirror. Okay, I like where we're at. I'm okay with where we're at. Let's move on to eyes. I am so excited to do an eye look with this palette today. The palette I chose for this Get Ready With Me is this guy right here. This is the Huda Beauty Nude palette, and I've never used it even once. It is brand new. I knew I needed this palette in my life the second I saw it. But in typical Paula fashion, I bought it and then put it in a drawer. So this is super cute. I'm never gonna get rid of this, but I don't need this right now. I am going to start with the concealer, and I'm gonna apply that all over my lid as an eye base. I think it's really designed for cut creases, but I'm probably not going to be doing a fancy cut crease today, so I'm just gonna use it as an eye primer. I'm just gonna kind of hold my finger over the pan like that for a second and try to warm it up because it's pretty hard. It's really hard. Wow, this is so soft. Once I get it a little warmed up, it just applies like silk on my eyelid. Kind of like the way that feels. It's not the most pigmented concealer, but it did a little bit of concealing. Should I move you guys in even closer? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take a very clean Morphe M433 brush, and I don't know what to do. All right, yeah, I do. I'm gonna go with pinks. Who am I kidding? I am going to start with the shade here called Tickle, and I might mix a little bit of Bare into it or Play to lighten it up a little, because I think it's gonna be too pigmented. Yeah. I'm not setting my primer, that concealer. That could be a mistake too. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. They're so pigmented. I'm always shocked. Yeah, I should have set my base. I'm gonna go in with lace. It's just a little draggy and sticky and pulley. That's better. This is gonna be a really easy look because nothing really special going on today, and I'm not really feeling too fancy. What I am gonna be doing is a winged liner with a liquid liner. I haven't done that in a long time. I don't know if you can see how beautiful it is, but it's beautiful. It's just pink. I just like pink. I like dusty pinks. I have a dusty pink that I'm supposed to be panning right now. So naturally, I feel guilty playing with these, but I'm glad I'm using this palette. All right, can you see? I don't know if you can see. Basically, I've just taken Tickle, mixed with Play, and encircled my entire eye. I love it. I'm done. This look is done. Just kidding. Now I'm gonna go in with Spanked, this dirty berry shade right there, and put that a little bit deeper into my crease. My dog is outside barking, but she doesn't want to come in. She just wants to sit outside and randomly bark at people. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm done. I love it. Okay, I'm going to pick one of the shimmery shades. I'm kind of having a difficult time telling the difference between this one and this one. This is Daydream and this is Fantasy. But I think I'm going to go with Fantasy. I'm just going to apply it with my finger. I do also have this Sonia Kashuk brush. Maybe I'll apply that to the inner corner of my eyelid. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my finger. Definitely a reason why I decided I wanted to pull this palette out for today is because of that new Urban Decay palette. What's it called? Rocked? Jewels? The Stone palette, is that what it's called? I think based on what I've seen of the photos, the palette looks like the shades are a lot like this. I haven't seen any reviews to confirm or deny it, but that's just what it looked like based on the pictures I saw. And so of course I immediately wanted that palette. And I thought, but Paula, you have the new Nudes palette and you've never used it even once, so stop. Stop the madness. Oh, that is very pretty. It's very, it doesn't make a good inner corner highlight. I'm gonna have to find something else. Maybe Daydream would make a better inner corner highlight. We'll see. Or Crave. I don't know. One of these two I think I need to use as an inner corner highlight. We'll try Crave. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I think I'm done. Maybe I should put a little bit of something dark on my lower lash line. I'm gonna mix, oh, sorry, I can't do this. I'm going to mix these two shades. This is Spanked and this is Love Bite. These are two pretty dark shades in the palette, so I'm gonna mix them together and apply it to my lower lash line. I don't want anything too crazy. Okay, I don't have a brow bone highlight on, and this doesn't come with anything that looks like it could be a brow bone highlight. I might add my Natasha Denona eyeshadow that I'm panning on my brow bone when everything is said and done, but I don't have that with me. For bronzer, I'm going to be using the blush in my Jaclyn Hill palette. I recently posted a video shopping my stash for my favorite kind of bronzer, a reddish tone bronzer, and this blush right here in the shade Amaretto ended up being a really close dupe for my favorite type of bronzer. So I'm going to show you how I wear it as a bronzer, even though it's technically a blush. Oh. For my blush, I'm going to be going with Rose d'Oro from Milani. I'm sure I've used this before, but it's been a million years. For highlight, I'm going to be going with a classic I've never used even once in my life. It is Soft and Gentle from MAC. I've always heard the original formula was better, and when they changed it to this new packaging, not as good, but I don't have anything to compare it to, so I'm going with this one right here. Okay, I'm gonna go do eyeliner, mascara, and I'll be back with the final look and the lipstick I pick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's been a minute since I was last on here. I ended up having to jump on that meeting. I just ran out of time. So I have finished all of my makeup. I did do a winged liquid eyeliner, but I think my eyeliner pen is drying out, so I had to struggle with that. I have two lipstick options. Both I think are brand new. Well, they're old, but they're new to me. And I'm leaning towards this one right here. This is Razzle Dazzle Rose from Too Faced. Just kind of a pinky mauve shade that would go well with this eye look, I hope. So let me put this on and let me show you the other one. The other one I have is a bit more rosy. They're both rosy. This is Pink Mink from Laura Geller. So here are the two shades. This one's a little bit cooler. This one's a little bit warmer. What should I do? I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, it's a little bit too cool. If I had my lip liner that I'm currently panning in the kitchen with me, I'd throw that on top of this, but I don't. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this Laura Geller one on top of this pink because this is a little bit too cool for this look. That's better. I like this. Okay guys, this is the final look right here. Let me give you some thoughts on the products I tried out for the first time today. I'm not surprised at all to be telling you guys that I absolutely love this palette. I love this eye look. I love this palette. I love it so much. I'm not surprised at all. I did get a little bit of this shade like all over down here and I had to wipe it away, but it was brilliant. I ended up using these two shades right up here and in my bathroom light where I have like, I don't know what kind of light I have in my bathroom, but it's the kind of light that picks up every color in these eyeshadows. It looks so stunning. I will try and grab a better shot of this eye look maybe outside where it's sunny. I don't know. I'm going to try and capture a better shot of this look because I feel like right here in the kitchen, you're not seeing how brilliant this look is, but this is me. This is me right here. This is me in a palette. I absolutely love it. I love this eye look so much. Although I don't have any really strong feelings about either of these blush products that I tried out today, I don't hate them. They're just really nice. They were perfect for this eye look. I don't mind them at all, but what really left me speechless is this highlighter. This is gorgeous. This is MAC Soft and Gentle. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this so much. I cannot believe today is the first time I am using this highlighter. How is that possible? But yes, it is absolutely beautiful. The lip combination ended up working out fine. Razzle Dazzle Berry from Too Faced was too cool toned for this look, but mixing the two together worked. I did end up putting some of my Natasha Denona eyeshadow on my brow bone. I just love a shimmery brow bone. I'm not a big fan of an all matte brow bone, so I had to throw that on. I did braid my hair in the front, which I never do. I never take the time to do my hair, but I was feeling inspired today. So let me go outside and see if I could really show you how nice this look is, because I don't feel like I'm capturing it in my kitchen. Let's go outside. All I could see is this hair that I didn't get in the braid. It's all I can see. If I was told I could only wear one makeup look for the rest of my life, it would probably look a lot like this. Just monochromatic, mauve-y, pinky, everywhere. That's all I want to be. Look at that highlight. Oh my God. Is that mascara? Oh my God. I gotta clean that up. My wings are always kind of a fail. They just end up looking like liner. I feel like, oh my gosh, you're going too far, Paula. It's too much of a wing. And then I put my mascara on and I'm like, can't even see it. There's no wing there. That highlight though. I don't know if you can pick up on any of the sparkliness. It is so pretty. All right, guys, that is it for this Get Ready With Me. Don't forget to check out Verity. I will have her channel linked down below. We're doing this as a collab once a month. Play with makeup that has been collecting dust in our collection. Get it out of our stash, dust it off, use it once. and then get back to project panning for the rest of the month. I had so much fun cheating on my project pan items today. I'm reconsidering my Pan That palette for next year because maybe I should make the new nudes my Pan That palette. Oh my gosh. That is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.